TK Shelbyville has changed my life so tremendously. I can remember when I was here, I was on assistance, and I was living in an apartment that was assisted. And you know, when I landed my job that I have now, and I've been there ever since I graduated here, and I got the job because of this place. I know I did, and the Lord was behind me the whole way. I mean, you know, just pushing me. And I can remember when I got a letter saying they were going to cut my assistance off. And I'm like, well, how am I going to survive? You know, I can't do that. And then I was like, well, you know, I'll just have to. So I had to go in and see my worker one day, and she said, you know what? I will give you your assistance back. If you will give me your child support, you'll have to turn that back in, and you'll have to quit your job. And then we'll give you your amount of assistance back that you get. And I'm like, okay, if I quit my job and I relinquish my child support, then you'll give me $500 some worth of food stamps. And I just started crying. I looked at her and I said, no. I said, I'll work. You know, I graduated. I'm not going to do it. I said, I can't do it. Well, I can't help you. I said, well, fine. Don't. And I left there, and I felt good, and I prayed to God. I wasn't on assistance. I was working. I got the job at the bank, at First Bank, and everybody was so behind me. And it's like, as long as I talked to the Lord and I praised Him and praised His name and gave Him all the glory for everything that I have, I didn't care about the assistance. My kids looked up to me. They wanted to be something. You know, I'm not out doing bad things. I'm doing good things. And I was so happy, and I'm so thankful to God that He changed my life in this school, that He brought these people into my life. And I will always praise this school, because they did. They really changed my life. I enrolled in the business systems technology class, and I learned accounting, office administrative. The 10-key punch. It was something I'd always admired. People doing like the calculator without looking at it. And so what I did was, the first day that I knew I was getting a 10-key book, I was like, I'm going to go to Walmart as soon as I get a check from my fast food job and get me a calculator, a big one, so that my fingers, you know, they're fat. I'm going to hit the keys, but make sure I get a fat one. So I got a fat calculator, and I went home with my book, and I practiced every day without looking. I would look at my hands, and then I would turn my head, and I practiced every day until I got the keys. Now it's like, it's amazing. I don't even look. I'm just automatically like this. And I mean, I can remember those days, and I would tell people, and I would, you know, you can do it, you know, and people with kids, they're like, well, you know, I got kids and I just can't. I'm like, yes, you can. You really can. There are people that can help you. And I said, just pray to the Lord. I'm telling you, He really did help me. I had 3 kids, and I had 2 jobs, and I was going to school. I worked at fast food, and I was a tutor after I got out of here, and then went to my fast food job. I mean, you can do it. You know, and I just learned so much. And the people, Gwen Bean and Sherry Hamilton, they were just so exemplary. I mean, you know, and just whenever you got an A or something good happened on a grade or anything, they would just, oh, this is so good. And they would show the whole class. And then I became, you know, student body president. And it was like, you know, Laura's this and she's that, and then I thought, well, you know, maybe it's too much. Maybe I need to be more humble, because, you know, God doesn't want me to be boastful. And it's just one thing after another. They wrote 2 articles about me in this local newspaper. God did that. I know He did, because I'm just so thankful to this school. I just really am. I can't thank them enough. My name is LBarnes, and I chose TCAT Shelbyville because one day I was riding in the car with my kids, and I was working at fast food at the time, and a friend of mine was encouraging me to go back to school, and I was like, no, I'm in my 30s, I don't want to go back, and it's just too late. And so I was riding in the car, and my oldest daughter, she was like, Mom, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. I want to work at fast food too. And I stopped, and I just looked at her, and I started crying. I couldn't help it because, there's nothing wrong with fast food, just starting out, but here I am, I'm in my 30s, and I'm thinking, I don't want you to aspire to work at a cash register in a fast food restaurant. I can do more than that. And so I enrolled, and I was accepted, and I chose the business systems class, and I loved it. The people here are great. I learned a lot. My kids respected me, and I was smart in the eyes of my kids. I was more than cleaning tables and mopping floors, even though I was doing that on the side while I was going to school, and I was tutoring on the side, and then I became the president of the student council while I was here. And I praise God. God was with me the whole time. God has done so much in my life. And my kids really, really respected me. And they wanted to go to school. They really wanted to go to school. They wanted to go to college. They were like, my mom goes to college, they were so proud. And my mom, she helped me watch the kids. And even on my job, when I had to work late, they'd sit in the lobby while I was doing my chores or whatever until I got off. And then the next day it would start over again. And I would go to school, and sometimes I was discouraged. And then it's like God would send somebody, I'm so proud of you. And I don't regret it. It was the best decision I ever made in my entire life.